Good evening. This is Elder G again. I want to show you every time I see these lies, I'm going to do a short to talk about these lies because God is sick and tired of these no good Republicans going around lying. Now, before you see the tape, I want to tell you that the Republicans control the House of Representatives. The Republican control the United States Senate, and the Republic control the Supreme Court, and they control the White House and the Vice President. So the Republicans control all branches of government. Okay? Now, when they passed that big, beautiful bill, didn't one Democrat vote for that bill? But they still passed it. See, that proved to you that the House and the Senate and the Supreme Court and the White House and the Vice President is all in Republicans' hands. God is sick of your lying. God is sick of you trying to mislead his people and to lead his people astray. God is sick of it. God just ain't gonna have it no more. Now she trying to blame the Democrats for the shutdown. Let me tell you what can happen in the United States Senate. The leader, the majority leader in the Senate, he can change the Senate rules. Listen to me now. The filibuster is not in the Constitution. It's those prejudiced white people is the one that put the filibuster there. It's not constitutional. The Constitution does not allow for a filibuster. The United States Senate in its president's days, they put that filibuster there to discriminate against black and brown folks. Now, the House already passed their bill. All the Senate got to do is change the rules and get rid of the filibuster, and all they would need is 59 votes to reopen the government. Now, ask yourself that Donald Trump claimed he want to take care of the military. He want to take care of the poor folk. He don't have to open the government up to give Argentina $20 billion. He doing that without Congress. That's illegal. He gonna pay for that down the line. He ain't gonna pay for it because that no good Supreme Court gave him immunity. But Kristi Noem and Kash Patel and Pam Bondi, they don't have that community. When this term is over for them, they going straight to jail. We only got 3 years to go, and these three are going to be in prison. But this to show you that the House already passed the bill. Now we only need the Senate to pass it. And if you get rid of the filibuster, the majority leader in the Senate could easily change the rules and say that that's only 51 votes. See, they don't want to do that because eventually a Democrat is going to get in office. And a Democrat is going to do the right thing. They're going to get universal health care. They're going to make sure ain't nobody left behind. They're going to make sure ain't nobody hungry. Ain't nobody going to die because they don't have the opportunity to go to the doctor. Why don't you Republicans, y'all MAGA, why don't you call your MAGA president and tell them, let the United States Senate get rid of the filibuster. So you can go ahead and take away around 20 million health care. Some of the premium is going to triple. See, they want to get rid of the Affordable Care Act and Medicaid, but they know that the majority of the people that's on Medicaid and the majority of the people that's on Obamacare is they poor white folks. Let them cut the Medicaid for 10 million poor white folk in red states. See, all they using is smoke and mirrors. There ain't nothing. Look in Kristi Noem's eyes. Ain't nothing there. She don't got no conscience. She is shameful. How could America put a low-down person like this up there? Listen to her.
You might have seen that since the government shutdown, Kristi Noem and the Trump administration have been trying to play this video in airports in an effort to not only lie, but also in blatant violation of the Hatch Act.
Hi, I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. It is TSA's top priority to make sure that you have the most pleasant and efficient airport experience as possible while we keep you safe. However, Democrats in Congress refuse to fund the federal government, and because of this, many of our operations are impacted, and most of our TSA employees are working without pay. We will continue to do all that we can to avoid delays that will impact your travel. And our hope is that Democrats will soon recognize the importance of opening the government.
That was Kristi Noem trying to turn TSA security lines into her own personal propaganda machine. But while she might view
America, I know you ain't that stupid. You know that the Republicans control the House of Representatives. That means that they can pass any bill they want to without any Democratic vote. All you need is 218. I think they got 219 or 220. They can pass any bill they want to. And in the United States Senate, they have what they call the nuclear option. They can rewrite the laws in the Senate and get rid of the filibuster. And then you only need 51 votes to pass the bill, and it will become law. The Republicans ain't nothing but liars. They always been liars. They always been no good. They'll always be no good. God have exposed them. Everybody know now that all they trying to do is militarize democratic state. So when the Civil War starts, he'll have the military there. The state, do not let the military take over your state and your town and your city. Donald Trump is trying to do a coup. Do not let the military into your states. This man is your enemy. He said that democratic states are his enemy and they must be eradicated. He said it out of his own mouth. He have declared war on the democratic states. You have every right to stand up. Stand up for your state. This man is illegal. He's not following the law. Congress ain't authorized him to spend all this money. They ain't did it. And Congress ain't changed no law because they ain't even working. I watched them. I can guarantee you that ain't no laws been passed that gave Trump power. The power of the purse is in the hands of the Congress. All law is written by Congress, and Congress ain't doing nothing. It's a rebellion going on in this country. Donald Trump and his minions is rebellion against the Constitution. That's why stay in the street. Shut it all down if you have to, but do it peacefully. Shut it all down if you have to. You gotta do what you gotta do when you're fighting against a tyrannical government. When your federal government is trying to take away your civil rights that's given to you by God. This is our time. If we let Trump win, we lose. We are the majority. All we have to do is stand up and fight against tyranny. And that's what Donald Trump is. Donald Trump have a tyrannical government. He's outside of the Constitution. He don't obey the Constitution. He don't believe in the Constitution. Just look at New York. That's not constitutional. Look at Washington, D.C. Look at L.A. Look at Portland, Oregon. Donald Trump is a traitor to the country. He ain't taking nothing through Congress. The people that supporting him Just remember, Donald Trump is going to leave office in 3 years, and the only thing he have is executive order, and the executive order is going to leave with him. Just as soon as that Democrat sat down in the House of Representatives and Hakeem Jeffrey be a leader, all those executive orders that he wrote, all those guarantees that he wrote ain't going to mean nothing. Because Hakeem Jeffrey is going to enforce the Constitution. And they're going to drag all those criminals like Elon Musk and Pam Bondi and Cash Patel and Chris Nolan. He's going to bring all of them up there to Washington to testify. And all the ones that broke the law is going to prison. Not Trump, though, because the Supreme Court gave him immunity. And that's sad. Everyone else, they going straight to prison. You so dumb that you followed the devil, and you're going to go to prison and lose your law life and lose your family behind a no good man.